What's going on in the world today? We can't actually talk to one another. These silly damn things, they've become a wedge to where we can't actually communicate human to human. And I remember every time Tony Soprano had a beef, he would call for a sit down. And in that sit down, he'd address the issue. Seemed to work in The Sopranos. So for those couple times people wound up in the dumpsters. But I mean, when you look at sports, why can't people talk anymore? Like, take, for example, after the Bulls' devastating loss where they were up 10 with 3 minutes left last night. Now people can't actually close the door and say, listen, we've got some issues, whether it's leadership, whether it's Wade and Jimmy Butler's efforts, or whether it's Rondo's efforts, or it's the young guys' efforts. Something's going on and we got to get to the bottom of it. But instead of just discussing that behind a closed door in the locker room, you're going to go out to the media. And this obviously upset Rajon Rondo to where he took to his Instagram and posted this. My vets would never go to the media. They would come to the team, which is obviously ironic that Rondo takes to social media instead of just going to the team. I mean, the Bulls are an absolute dumpster fire right now, and I'm sure you've seen this Rondo post as of yet, but I don't know what is going on in the current climate of sports where grown-ass men can't sit down with other grown-ass men and get to the root of the problem. There's too much talent on this Bulls team to be losing games like they did last night, to be having the type of leadership problems that they're having. A lot of this I blame Fred Hoiberg. I don't think he's the right fit. I think he's a good coach. I think he's a pretty damn good basketball mind. But the right fit to keep all of these crazy egos together, obviously not. And that has all these different personalities venting in different ways, basically every way other than just communicating about it. And the same thing is going on with Cleveland. As LeBron James, now definitely a different situation, but is venting through the media that he feels like they need more talent in Cleveland. And this apparently due to talking, some sources are saying that this has a fractured relationship between James and Dan Gilbert. I don't know. But all I know is it seems to be more and more in all different sports. It's not just the NBA, but over the last couple days, it definitely seems to be the climate of the NBA today as we speak. But in all sports, it seems as though people can't just get to the root of a problem behind closed doors in a locker room the way teams used to. I don't know. I know social media is bigger than it's ever been, and that's awesome in some ways, but I think it definitely causes some divisions and wedges within locker rooms that seem to be more than the root of the problem of just talking it out. While we're all FaceTiming, nobody's FaceTiming. Best idea ever tonight, have a sit down, get to the root of the problem, and don't go to the media, social media, or anything else. Just go to the person you have the problem with. That's in life, but certainly in sports.